Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to read you part 3 of Journey Beyond the Board. We got to the point that Sabzak took a deep breath after he explained the way they live in their own planet. Elenda says, "Well, Sabzak, I feel that your life is very repetitive and without diversity, isn't it?" Marika says, "He says yes. That's right." Elenda says, "Are there many creatures like you who love to travel?" Raika says, "He says that occasionally someone like me is found. No matter how much we talk to others, that with unity we can break this law and get permission to leave. Everyone is afraid and no one will listen to us." Elenda says, "I'm glad I met you. I hope we will be good companions for each other. You understand what I'm saying. You just cannot answer. How is that possible?" Rika says, "He says this is one of our capabilities. We do not need to know the language. We read your mind, and everything that is in your mind is clear to us." Alenda says, "Very interesting. May I ask another question?" Rika says, "He says ask as many questions as you have." Alenda says, "Housing. You do not need house. How do you commute? That is, how do you get to the Green Lake?" Rika says, "No, we do not need housing. We do not own property. We rest wherever we like beside the Green Lake, then we walk. We move, we learn our information and our rules. We get tired again and get rest." Ananda says, "What is the use of learning all these rules and information?" Reka says, "He says it is very important for the defenders. If one day space invaders enter our planet, we have to defend. We have to know what to do. Teachers and advocates work hard, which means it's hard to teach all this information, but you, the mind reader, do not need to have so many classrooms." Sabzak pursues his lips, admits he's smiling, then points and says that your mind is very simple and does not have a hunting read. It is very easy, but our mind is very complex. We just have to focus when we are learning, both teachers and students. They telepathically transmit information to us. If we do not focus, which we do not have most of the time, learning becomes difficult and slow. Teachers have to repeat several times, and we test several times to find out what we have learned, and it takes a long time. That is, it takes years to learn our simple rules or other scientific information. Our information is about getting to know our system. When we talk about attackers, we mean we are ready to defend ourselves against attackers. We know how to come from neighboring planets, so if an attackers move away from our planet, we will not pursue it anymore and we will not start a war. We are very peaceful and in favor of peace and friendship." Elenda says, "Rika, ask about love and affection. How do you enjoy life?" Rika says, "He says, let me have some fresh air, then I will come and talk." Elenda says, "Oh my God, you are about 20 centimeters away from the surface of White Sea Moor. How do you walk?" Rika says, "We swim like you do in the water. We do not walk. The hardest model of our swimming is going vertical. We lose more energy, but swimming on the horizon is a bit enjoyable. We do not know love and affection. We live instinctively to die." "But you didn't ask about swimming in the lake. This lake has a clear green liquid, and swimming in it horizontally and diagonally is very enjoyable, which is only for those who have learned the lessons well and use their mental abilities. We have other abilities as well. For example, in the case of self-defense, our hands are stretched and all our forces are gathered there and we defend the enemy with a strong fist. Elenda says, my God, it's unbelievable. I have to remember that, not competing with you and not playing boxing because I will definitely lose. Now it's my turn to rest. Rayaka, now you are responsible for White Seymour. Please do not touch any button. Be careful, do not take your eyes off the spaceship. If there is a problem, wake me up. Rayaka says, good night, madam. Elenda says, good night, Rayaka. Good night, Sabzak. After a while, she wakes up. She does not know how many hours she has been asleep, but she feels charged and has the power to work and research. She starts exercise a little. Chapter 3. Rayaka says, Madam, the White Seymour did not stop at all. It continued to move directly. There was no danger. I must say that we left Eros 1 and 2 behind and we are waiting to reach Eros 3. Elenda says, Eros 3? Rayaka says, yes, in 1999, the nearest spaceship discovered Eros 3. The planet's most abundant metal is gold. Elenda says, very interesting. Please tell us about the residents and the geographical location. Rayaka says, the inhabitants of this planet and the previous 2 planets of Eros are made of gold. Elenda says, what? You mean rock creatures that are made of gold? Rayaka says, yes, madam. That's why this planet is golden and has a dazzling glow from far. Elenda says, but I thought this things comes from the volcanoes on it. Rayaka says, no, madam. It is the reflection of light after hitting the golden stones. Elenda says, you said that the creatures living in this land are stone creatures. How come? Rayaka says, well, now we need to do more research, madam. When we get to Eros 3, let us get off and walk around the planet to complete our research. Elenda says, no, Rayaka, I am afraid the White Seymour will not have enough acceleration to fly again. Rayaka says, I'm here. I will help. Elenda says, but you should not take risks. Rayaka says, madam, let me get off. Elenda says, how can I take you in again? Rayaka says, madam, I'm Rayaka. I can jump with the high power everywhere that I want. Elenda says, Rayaka, I do not want to lose you at all. Rayaka says, you will not lose me, my lord. Instead, you will get general information. Do you want me to take some photos? Elenda says, great. I did not remember that you have this feature. Elenda says, yes, Rayaka. 30 meters from the surface of the planet, I stop the White Seymour and wait there. You do not have more than half an hour. Be careful, dear. We have to move after half an hour. I do not want the White Seymour to lose its power. Rayaka says, okay, madam. It's time to hit the exit button. Elenda says, hope to see you, Rayaka. Try to jump before half an hour, okay? Rayaka says, okay, madam. I will be a good companion for you. Be sure. So I think it's enough for today. See you next week. Bye.